Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Ashley with Spirituality Awakenings. Welcome, Leo. Hope you are well today. We are just getting through the full moon. I like to shuffle on camera so that way your energy comes into the cards. I also turn all the cards upright every single time for every different reading. That way it is fair. Okay? So we just went through the new moon in Pisces. We just had the full moon yesterday, and now we're going into the solar eclipse on April 8th. I've been explaining in these readings this week that remember the solar system we used to do when we're in school? If not, just hear me out. So there's planets, right? All the planets, and then you have your moon and your sun. So the moon right now is not going around and touching those planets because of what's going on with the astros. So right now is the time to manifest. Right now is the time to get shit done. Right now is fresh starts. Right now I see a lot of people opening businesses and doing a lot of side stuff that becomes full time. So something to think about. Anyway, let's jump right in though, Leo. My fire sign. And see what Spirit has to tell you. I have about 6 decks today I'm going to pull out of. Last week I know I was doing the letters and numbers. My daughter did for me. I'm super thankful, but I will be probably ordering different ones and switch back and forth all the time. But this week I decided not to do them. We're just going to do 6 different decks to get you some messages. So what do we got? You probably hear my dog in the background drinking water. It sounds like a horse or a cow. I have a big dog and a little dog. I have Scooby Doo and then I have Scrappy Doo, basically. Even though that's not their names, but they remind me of. All right, so right out of the deck, Leo, you have your 5 of Wands. You've been getting this a lot in the last couple of readings. Last reading, though, I thought he had moved on from this, but hey, whatever, shit happens. So 5 of Wands, yeah, a lot of outer conflict. There's no agreements and nothing in common. So maybe you're fighting with somebody different or this is somebody new, but either way, it's happening. I mean, we just went through the full moon. So you got your torch out, you're a fire sign, you're torching motherfuckers. That's what I'm seeing. So let's see what else. You're like, that's no news. I know that already. Or if this hasn't happened, it's going to happen. So, again, take what resonates. Don't take it if it doesn't. Watch your sun, moon, Venus rising. That's always important. And get away from that shit. You could be dealing with a Taurus. Maybe you're fighting with a Taurus. But also this just means with the Hierophant that you're used to following the rules of tradition. And it seems to me whatever's going on, they are not following the rules. And that's what's pissing you off. So let's keep going. Whatever it has to do with, whether it's religion, work, love, somebody's not following the rules here. And you're like, this is not fair. 2 of Pentacles. So you're juggling your responsibilities and your personal finances and you're trying to keep it all in balance while all this shit's going on. 3 cards out of the deck. We're only 3 minutes in and we've told the whole story already. I've got the blue candle lit today, but it's new. Got the sage. Always sage my energy off before I do your guys' readings for each one, no matter what sign you are. And let me just tell you, this blue candle is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Okay? It's clarity, it's intuition. Right now, too, Leo, remember, the truth is coming out also because we just went through that full moon and we're going into the solar eclipse. So all the hidden shit that is hidden and buried has come to fruition, baby. Whether it's you or somebody else. Maybe you're learning something about somebody new that you're just like, yeah, I'm not feeling. Oh, yep. Okay, look, the death card fell out. I almost missed it. Death card fell out. I mean, you guys got this before. Last reading. I think the one before that, too. But I think you're just going through the same situation and you're waiting for it to be fucking over, baby. Because the death card is saying, hey, it's over. Nothing lasts forever. You gotta let go of it, Leo. Let go of that situation, man. Because it's gonna have you in fucking bullshit. One phase ends, the next begins. So if you look, there's a skeleton on a horse. And look at all the shit around him, it's dead. And then you have a priest right here. So it could be that a marriage is over. Some kind of relationship. Could be that work, wherever you're at work, is over, it's done. Take what resonates and leave the rest, right? Watch your sun, moon, Venus rising, like I was saying. So it looks like the same old shit, Leo. Last couple of weeks. What the hell's going on? Get yourself out of that fucking situation, man. Excuse my language, but I'm just being very open and candid. Because it's reminding me of your last reading or the reading before, the last couple of ones. Okay, so here's the magician card though. And the universe is telling you, get the hell out of that shit show and transform your ideas and goals into reality. You're confident, you have power, you have all the resources you need, Leo. And I've said this to you a lot. Listen, take all that energy, that fiery energy that you're putting into fighting with people of whoever the hell it is, whether it's love or career. Take that freaking energy. Sorry, this is moving, and put it into your ambitions. If you're in some kind of mentor program, because I see that, if you're in some kind of career that you're wanting to do bigger stuff, put it into you, no matter what it is, career or not. Take that energy and put it into you and stop putting it into others and bullshit. What else do we got for Leo? Okay, so lots of options. Yeah, I mean, you're still in that battle. You're still in that battle and you're waiting for the next one. You got to get the hell out of this energy. Okay, so your Nine of Wands. This is what this is telling you. You feel resilient, you're battle worried, but you're not giving up, you're bruised, and you're watching out for the next predicament. So it's a past experience that you keep going through, and you're near a conclusion, but you're not there yet. So they're saying have that energy and move forward. And again, this is what I was just saying. If you're new to my channel here, what I usually do is I end up seeing visions of what's going on and I start talking about it, and then it confirms in the cards. So this is what's happening again, like always. I'm not saying I'm a know-it-all. I'm just saying this is how I read usually. There's other ways I read too, but majority of the time with the tarot, this is how it goes. So get out of this fighting mentality. Get out of it. Maybe you need to go get yourself clean. Do an egg cleanse. You need help? Let me know. Email me. But you need to get cleaned. You need to get away from this energy, and you need to move on. I'm not even going to sit here and dabble in it. I've been saying this the last couple of weeks to you guys. It kind of looked like you guys were moving on last week, maybe the week before, but it looks like we're back in it again. So your Seven of Cups, yeah, you got a variety of options. You're wanting multiple things. There's fantasy and daydreams here, but the universe and spirit is talking to you, which is the same, and they're saying, hey, Leo, is this realistic? Is it unfeasible? Because, and something I've been saying in my readings this week, okay? I've been telling all my clients, including you guys, and the readings that are for free, that is this one. I am telling you that when you set an intention with the universe, make sure you're clear. You see all this that's going on here? Yeah, the universe wants to help you and they want to give it to you, but they also want you to be clear and precise about what you want, because you're all over the place, because you look what you're telling them. You're like, yeah, universe and spirit, I want all of this, blah, 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 blah. But then spirit is looking at you, Leo, like, hey, you know what? You need to make a choice here. I'm surprised that, yeah, it is. Okay, look, Two of Pentacles. You need to make a choice here, because when you talk to the universe, this is my idea for you. I'm not pushing on you. You can do it if you want. You don't have to. Tarot, remember, is to tell you what's coming and what's happening, or what has happened and how to fix it. It is up to you to take that message and do something with it, right? So when you set an intention to the universe and you're asking for something that you want, please be very clear and precise of what you're wanting. And again, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just trying to help you. I'm sending the message that they're giving you from spirit. Be very clear and precise about what you're asking for. And don't be all over the place like, oh, I want to do this, but I want to do that. And say, I am X, Y, and Z. I am. Not I want, not I need. I am. And then you ask for what you're wanting, but, be clear on your direction of what you're asking for. And also be careful what you ask for, because you shall receive. If you're not ready for what you're asking for, you better not ask for it. That's real. You better have your mind made up about what you're asking for. Okay, so moving on from this tarot, if you want to go back and rewind and listen to what's going on here, I will tell you this here to sum it up. That's a positive card here, is that it's over. Quit going back to it. But the other thing too, Leo, is you are the magician here that came out. You can transform your ideas into reality. You have the skills. and you have all the resources you need. So stop fucking dabbling with that shit show. I'm just being very candid. If you're not used to my reads, I'm very forward and candid. If that's not for you, I understand, no problem. But I'm not going to sit here and through a reading and bullshit you the whole time either. Okay, so I'm going to pull out of another deck. I like to shuffle on camera because it pulls your guys' energy in. And just so you guys know, I'm a fire sign too. I don't put up with bullshit either. I get it. But we have to go through things in life to get to the other side, right? You live and you learn. Nobody's perfect. You keep going back to the situation. It's a possibility because you love them. I get it. Or that's your bread and butter. You work there or whatever. Okay, what do we got for Leo? This is a deck called Star Codes Astro Oracle. And we can read a little bit in the book, whatever comes out. What do we got for Leo? All right, so we got a couple cards here. So we're going to go with Ascendant Entrance. So you're trying to move into something else, but you keep getting called back for some reason. You need to cut that off. You need to do a cord cutting ceremony. I'm not joking. I'm so serious. And then you have Mars Motion. And then you have the 11th house, Community. So yeah, mentorship program I see going on. Something you're doing. Okay, so bottom line is this. Look up your birth chart, Astrolabe, Astrolabe. No, I do not get paid for representing them. I just like using it. Go to Google, type that in, put in all your shit in for your free birth chart because you need to look up what is your 11th house and then read on it. It'll tell you a little bit about it in the birth chart. Let's jump into this really quick. We got number 35, 22, and 49 if that resonates. If not, look it up. So let's start with number 35. And yes, I'm very direct, guys. You don't want somebody that hem-haws around the truth. I mean, come on, let's be real. Okay, so the action to number 35, Ascendant, is how do you see the world, Leo? Take a long look at the assumptions and presumptions through which you filter your experience of reality. Really look at how your privilege, trauma, or certain attributes of your history can distort the reality of this moment. Do what you can to dismantle these obstructions so you can see the whole view. Open the aperture. Conversely, look carefully at the signs you send off. Do they match what your intent is? So yeah, it's talking a little bit about this. So it's like match your energy to your words. And remember this, Leo, this is super important. Whatever you are putting out into the world, you will receive back. So if you're putting out bullshit into the world, that's the shit you're going to get back. And that's probably why this is going on. Or you're dealing with somebody that's just absolutely ridiculous and you need to get away from them and stop messing around. Whether it's love or work, doesn't matter. Who cares? Get away from that shit. Okay, so it's saying, I'm going to go back over this again. It says, conversely, look carefully at the signals you send off. Do they match your intent? Do you say you're fine when you really need a hug? Are you trained to sound modest or apologetic when in reality, you know what you're doing? Do you act like you know what you're doing when you don't? Notice what you project into the world and take responsibility for how you're seen. This goes right back to what I was talking about. And remember, I talk about a lot of this in the last reading and the one before, probably, because it's important. And I repeat myself. I swear I sound like a broken record, but I have to do this for you guys because I use my voice to get my messages out into the world, and this is why I'm here to help you. So, when you start your self-discovery journey and you start to work on your ego, your inner child, and your shadow side, I'm telling you, it makes a huge difference in your life. I started this 9 years ago, and it didn't happen overnight, but I started to look back, and you will too, at different stuff that has happened in my life and how I could have responded to it, good or bad, doesn't matter. Okay? And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to give you this little clip. When I look back, I'm like, damn, I wasted so much energy because I have such a big heart on trying to help people when I needed to be helping myself. And you come to a point in your life where you come to an age, because when you get older, you have more wisdom, right? I used to get it from my parents all the time, and I'd be like, oh my God, I'm so tired of hearing it. But it's true. When I say parents, I mean more so like my grandparents. Like I would hear that from them. Yes, I would hear it from my parents too, but I'm just saying people who raised you start to really hear them talking in your head as you get older and you realize why they said the things that they said, right? So It is super important to bring that inner child, ego, and shadow side in and embrace them instead of running from them and really work on them, because when you do your self discovery journey, you start to really discover who you truly are as a person. And this is something that I teach in my coaching sessions. I teach this in my money magnet sessions. I teach it in a lot of different coaching sessions, okay? And what my clients have started to notice is they're like, wow, Ashley, I didn't realize it was my ego talking the whole time. Or, hey, you know what? I didn't realize it was my inner child talking. Because the way I responded to these events where people just used me or took my energy like a fucking vampire, I was responding with my inner child because I didn't know any better. So I don't need to go down that hole. You can set up appointments with me for that to do the coaching session. Bottom line is this: remember when you're talking, is it kind? Is it necessary? Is this somebody you should be talking to? Or is this somebody that just wastes your energy and you end up fighting? 15:55 on the clock. Look that up. Put it down in the comments. So just a little education for today, but it's some serious shit when you guys start to realize that and really work on yourself. Okay, so the ascendant is where you become visible. If this makes you nervous, investigate what needs to be healed or where you need to grow your confidence in order to feel comfortable being seen. If you are asking about a project, look for what needs to be repaired or improved before you hold a press conference about it. So if you're going to be in some kind of program, go over your dialogue. Practice makes perfect, right? And if you're speaking something, you should probably take your own advice, right? I tell myself that all the time. So the challenge to this card is the front door is only one part of the house. Be willing to look beyond appearances and into the heart, but don't count on others' ability to do so. The gift of this card is, over time, your reputation is built on what you do, not how you look, Leo. Okay, moving into Mars, number 22. This is saying March urges you to take action, any action, but this can get you in trouble. Jump into motion, but stay in the driver's seat and think through the consequences of your moves. Mars is a raw energy, and like the motor, a fine sports car. It can take you far if you add wisdom and guidance. Mars wants you to develop your strength and bravery, so you work out and develop muscles or rescue the proverbial underdog. Boldly go where you have not gone before and passionately dive into your life. Hey, fear is a motherfucker. Fear the unknown. Get over that fear. It is hard, but when you do it, holy shit. I mean, I can go on and on about that. That's another coaching session. Okay, so it says Mars loans you the competitive edge to obtain a fiercely desired goal and teaches that for you, yes, to truly mean yes when your no needs to be respected. And boy, ain't that the truth. Set up boundaries. When you say no, it means no. Don't go back on what you're saying. And don't sit there and fight with people. Know what you want and don't want, and be aware of these desires and the people around you. Learn to fight and fight fairly. So this is confirming 5 of Wands here, the first card that fell out. Stand your ground with grace and compete against your own personal best. If you're in a difficult situation, it could take real strength, which you are the Leo sign, so you can do it, and willpower to transform or escape. You may need to dig your heels so you're not pushed around or pull your sword to draw a clear line in the sand. Do what needs to be done, just make sure it's the right thing. And this I say 100 times, I say, make sure when you do something, you make sure in every area, exact every area, to do the right thing. And if you have done that, Leo, and that person or whatever is going on is just still just kicking back, then get away from it. It's not meant for you. That's not where you're supposed to be. The challenge to this is domineering willfulness, misuse of sexuality, anger, and a warlike mentality are the shadow side of Mars. Break the momentum of your situation, heads downhill. Stop for a moment and think before you make your next move. The gift of this, the higher the note of Mars energy manifests as a divine guardian. Your potent inner first responder who is ready to be the hero in a dangerous situation and protect you and yours. Amen, Ashe, and so it is. Again, number 49. Look that up in the 11th house in your birth chart because that'll make more sense to you. Maybe you have Mars in your 11th house. Who knows? But that's a huge possibility. Yeah, you got a lot going on here, Leo, but it's not something that you can't overcome. You just got to let go of that situation. 49. Remember, we're a fire sign, so we like to bring that torch out. We need water. Get next to water, drink water, get your feet in water. I don't care, but water, water, water. Okay, so the 11th house to this card is Action. Look for the answer to your question among your social circles, spiritual circles, and work cohorts. Enjoy your posse at work. Think about how to put together a dream team with the complementary skills and mutual respect for one another. Contemplate how to make meetings nimble and dynamic. Remember, I was telling you to go over your dialogue 100 times? This is why. It says, make it more nimble and dynamic, exciting and efficient. Notice how you're affected by group mindsets. The psychic in you share the circle. If you like what you become in their presence, engage. If you're feeling lonely, join a group who has a shared interest and look around to see who's with you. If you're in spiritual pain, Leo, find a circle in which you can pray, explore rituals, or practice Reiki together. If you're having trouble meditation, consider practicing at a Zen center or with another group that allows you to tap into a meditative and collective mindset, which I was telling you, I see you in this mentorship group, no matter what it is. To improve your love life, consider deepening your friendships first. Take the pressure off of a romantic relationship and allow it to unfold organically and natural, is what they're saying, by building a stable circle of friends who meet your need. If you are honest about what you're looking for, which you need to be, your friends may be able to connect you with a possible partner. In an ongoing relationship, romance may be lovely, but for this question, you need to deepen the friendship between you and your partner and build trust through those shared experiences. The challenge is your group mindsets can take you places you don't want to go or allow to avoid. The work of one on one intimacy, think for yourself. So, what it's saying is it's going to take you to places that are fearful for you, but you need to overcome your shadow side. And that's where I was going into the ego, inner child, and shadow side. The gift of this, Leo, though, on this card is healthy community and strong teams are made up of wonderful bouquet of unique individuals. So it looks like there needs to be a lot of work on oneself to communicate and do things with others, which is fine. We're always working on ourselves, right? I'm going to put away the Star Codes Astral Oracle, and I'm going to jump into Karma cards. What we got for Leo? Got a lot going on. Let's say. Okay, here it is again in your sixth house. Look it up in your birth chart, but it's saying be a service to others. Okay? Maybe in that mentorship program, you're showing others how to do what you're trying to do. So it's saying serve, and if you're not really getting to a part of a program that can help you out with all these things that we've been going over, and if you don't remember, rewind it so you can remember and write notes in the comments and to yourself. So yeah, service to others, what is good for us, and your work. So you need to do things that are service to others, which is humanity, fruits of the labor and the will here, okay? And it says, what is good for us? Do things that is good for Leo. And then it says your work. It's concentrating on your work. Look at, you have Mars twice. So that's clarification, okay? You need to get energized. You need to confront the problem and force yourself to figure it out. Mars is talking to you big time. Next one is Taurus. You got Taurus twice here, okay? You got the Hierophant, and then you got Taurus. It's talking about your beliefs. Like, what are your beliefs, Leo? Go back to your roots. What are the costs of your beliefs that somebody made you believe something else? And use the most direct way to get through this shit show that you're going through. I'm going to put that there. And then the last card in that deck says, hear my dog, my little one, little Scrappy Doo. It says the seventh house. Look at that. Study it. You may have Mars somewhere in your chart. Okay, definitely, it's huge. I can't remember if Mars is the planet to Leo, but I'll look that up afterwards. But it's definitely in your chart somewhere, and you're connecting with it twice. But here we go. So they're saying to be diplomatic with your relationships and give a fair deal. Give what you would want. Okay, give what you would give your grandma, your mom, whoever you're close with, whatever, dad, grandpa, cousin, aunt, uncle, shit, whoever. Okay, so we've done 1, 2, 3 decks. We got about 3 more. Let's see who you're dealing with. With this deck I'm about to pull up, it is tarot, but it does tell you who you're dealing with, or it'll pull a card from regular tarot, or it'll do both. All All right, what do we got for Leo? What do they need to know? Sometimes you get the same card that you got up here, too. Oh, okay. So you got Two of Wands and the King of Cups. You got 2-2 here. So Two of Wands is saying you're going on a short journey, a movement to or near water. I was telling you to get near water, and this is also confirming that you need to if you're not already. So you're looking out, you're looking for something different. I think you're looking to get away, but don't run from your problems, but definitely get in that water. And then your King of Cups says you're dealing with a man over 25 years of age, blue eyes, fair or brown hair, gentle, emotional, shy. This could be male or female, doesn't matter. But they're saying this is who you're going to be dealing with or are already. And yeah, you're going to go on that short journey. I think it's needed. Just don't stay away too long because you got to take care of your problems, okay? Don't run from them. Remember, the cards were saying to confront them in Mars and force yourself to and have energy towards it. Look at that electrifying electricity that's glowing around Mars. And then you got Mars up here. Number 22 out of the Star Codes Oracle. All right, I'm going to pull some cards in love and see what's up. What do we got for Leo? Okay, it says trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. Your love situation, okay? And you're saying to me, well, it's hard to have trust, Ashley. I've been going through all this shit. I get it. But if you're wanting this new relationship to work or whatever relationship that you're in, you got to have trust. And if you don't trust them, then you shouldn't be dealing with it. See what else we got for Leo. Okay, so it says retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world, and that makes sense. This is going to go with your Two of Wands. Okay. It's telling you you and your loved one need to retreat, and it's time to disconnect from the world. And then it's saying past life relationship. You've known each other before. Wow. That's huge. Kudos to you, Leo. Hell to the yeah. All right, let me write this down before I forget. You guys don't forget to go look up your birth chart because that's super important. It's going to tell you who you really are. Like, for example, your sun sign is going to be Leo because that's your main sign. And then your rising sign is going to be how people see you, and your moon sign is going to be your emotions. And then you got the rest of your chart where I was talking about look up your 6th house, look up your 7th house, look up your 11th house. Okay, so I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 decks. Now we're going to do the last one. This one's really funny. It's kind of just calling you out deck, talk shit, but it'll tell you the truth, man. All right, what do we got for Leo? Okay. It says you equals tight ass. And it says loosen the fuck up. Control freak. Don't get laid. Wow. Don't get laid, huh? All right. Well, you heard it out of the horse's mouth. Then it says, get the fuck outside, move your ass. It says your body is pissed at you. So getting outside right now would be really good for you. So make that shit happen. All right, I'm going to take a picture of your deck and put it on the front of your reading. Remember, if you want to get in touch with me, please email me. If you're wanting to get to know somebody because you don't know who they are, we can do a read on that. It doesn't matter what it is. All right. Until next time, Leo. This is a good long reading for you. Very helpful. Message.